Hello, my name is Will Channon, and the product I am creating is the Toilet Seat Lift Kit. My objective for this project was to successfully create a working prototype that would lift and lower a toilet seat at the touch of a button. In order to create my prototype, I would use 3D printing, an Arduino Uno board, and an Arduino code system in order to actually make it work. The market need for the product. You never have to touch a toilet seat again. Toilet seats are very disgusting and can carry bacteria on them. Touching them directly with your hand makes you come in direct contact with that bacteria. Also, elderly people that have trouble bending down will no longer have to do that. And nobody's really perfect, so you will never have to worry about missing either. This product could be used in any household and in all male public restrooms. Finally, it can be used in any porta potty. I recently was in a porta potty and saw how disgusting the seat was, and it would be very good if they had a product like this in every porta potty. In order to first start the 3D printing process, I use a program called 123D Design. These are images of my product. The top picture shows my main canvas with the toilet and seat. I was able to export specific items, such as the toilet seat, into its own page in order to print them out. This program can allow you to create just about anything that you want. After you create your image in 123D Design, you will export it as an STL file. This STL file will be uploaded into a program called Slicer. This is where you adjust the printer settings, such as the speed of the printer. And then you will export a G-code from Slicer, which will be uploaded into the program Pronterface. Pronterface is the program that directly connects to the printer, and this is where you heat up the bed and the nozzle. And then the printer that I used for this was the Maker Gear M2, and here's a short clip of it actually running. Here's a picture of my Arduino Uno board connected to the breadboard. The blue thing on the right side is a potentiometer, which turns the motor on and off. The two black pieces with white on the outside are capacitors, which store energy. And then in between them is a 5-volt regulator, which connects the power directly to the motor. The red and black wires are connected to a 9-volt battery, and the 3 yellow wires are connected to the servo motor, which are connected to the ground, and then the 5-volt regulator, like I said, and also the pin. The pin is connected to the Arduino Uno board, which connects it directly to the code in order for the motor to rotate. I first used a DC motor, and after coding it and connecting it to my 3D printed piece, I found out that it wasn't strong enough to lift the seat, so I had to change over to a servo motor. Here's the code for the servo motor. It is much more simple than the code that I used for the DC motor, but like I said earlier, the DC motor was unable to lift the toilet seat, so I had to go back and change all of my code. It actually turned out to be much easier than before. First, you have to include the servo, which is a library of functions to make it recognized. The servo is set to pin 9 on the Arduino Uno board. The potentiometer was set to pin 0, which is an analog pin. The value is set to 0, then is read, which is a global variable that gets assigned to the value for the pot. The map converts value to degrees, which will allow the servo to run with the potentiometer. Now here's a clip of my final prototype. Here's a video of the actual piece moving. There's the toilet seat lifting, and there's the toilet seat lowering. Here's the Arduino board. Here's the breadboard with everything connected. There's the pot that's using it, and it's connected to the program right here. Again, the lift and lower. So the future of my product. I'm going to continue working on this product, and I will actually be working for a company that sells plumbing supplies in the future, and I would be able to get in direct contact with the toilet company if that's needed in the future. The things I must do in order for it to get better is I need to know exactly what power source I will use. I also need to figure out a better motor system or pulley system, because obviously I struggled in that area. And I also need to figure out if I want to stick with a button or a sensor. Many people have come up to me that I've told this idea to, and they've suggested a sensor, so I don't really know where I want to go with that. I also am trying to figure out if I want it to be built into toilets or if it's compatible with many different toilets. I have learned a lot about 3D printing, design, and coding throughout this project, and I'm excited for the future for it.